Hello everyone, my name is Chen. I'm a student in College of Education, Chiang Mai University. In China's recent education reforms, a new policy has been introduced which called the Double Reduction Policy. So today I wanted to talk about this. As we all know, China is a big country. As a country with a large population, China has always attached great importance to the education of citizens. The Chinese government regards education as an important part of the country's soft power. However, educational resources are limited, especially high-quality educational resources are even scarce. The increasing population size has intensified competition in education, which has brought a large academic pressure to students. In August of this year, the Office of the Educational Supervision Committee of the State Councils issued a special notice planning to report the implementation progress of the double reduction work in each province every half month. Double reduction refers to the effective reduction of the burden of excessive homework and the extra tutoring of students in the compulsory education stage, which is from the first grade of elementary school to the third grade of the junior high school, effectively improve the level of school education. Continued to standardize extra school tutoring, including online tutoring and offline tutoring, and effectively reduce the burden of excessive homework and extra school tutoring for students in the compulsory education stage. Liang Jingxia believes in the historical perspective and the contemporary value of Chinese citizenship education. China's civil education began in the early 20th century. The interim measures for general education and other education decrees promulgated after the establishment of Republic of China in 1912, as well as those around 1919. The New Culture movement promoted the rise of civil rights and civic education. The outbreak of the War of Resistance against Japan, the Kuomintang's party-oriented education, and the occurrences of the civil war between the Kuomintangs and the Communist Party of China brought civic education to a standstill. The founding of the People's Republic of China. China's civic education went through three stages: taboo, revival, and a new development. Then, a new side appearance. The double reduction policy has a multifaceted and omnidirectional impact on Chinese society. As soon as this policy is introduced, it affects all classes of Chinese society. Parents and students are aware of this. It is difficult for students to gain an advantage under such huge competitive pressures only by relying on the school curriculum. More and more students are choosing to participate in extracurricular tutoring after school to further enhance their competitiveness. In order to meet this demand, a large number of tutoring agencies out school are established. Various tutoring agencies will compare each other. Who has better teacher resources will attract more students. Of course, this also means higher education expenditures for parents and students, but the road to the higher education will become narrower and narrower. Obviously, parents and students are willing to pay for this, or in this social environment, they have to pay for it. This not only brings a heavy learning burden to students, but also brings extra financial press to parents. China's test-oriented education system has always been criticized. The purpose of education should not be competition. From a national perspective, it should be to train high-quality citizens. The government has always noticed this situation. So, at the end of July this year, Chinese government introduced a double reduction policy, hoping to further reforms to the education system. This has also had a huge impact on the entire society. In the 20th century, most countries in the world regard civic education as an important part of their own education. For China, strong civic education and cultivating modern citizens should be combined with the reality that China is in a period of social transformation. The basic content of civic education should include three basic aspects: ideological and political education, legal education, and moral education, according to the needs of economic and social development, guide citizens to form a correct world outlook. The outlook on life and values continuously enhance their sense of social responsibility, guide citizens to form correct judgments on value, moral choice, and the behavior of gains and losses. The success of civic education is not only reflected in whether people can master relevant knowledge and skills through school education, but also whether citizens can fully participate in social and political life, expanding the orderly political participation of citizens at all levels and in all fields, and providing a political platform for citizens to manage state, manage the country and social affairs according to the law, and to manage economic and cultural undertakings. Maybe this is the best way to enhance the effect of civic education. Thank you.